Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1937 Remington Noiseless Portable vintage typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Beautiful glossy black finish. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the pages straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And these are the two paper fingers up front. I'm going to set those and then we'll set the margins. And I'm just going to make sure these two paper fingers are on the edges of the page for maximum clearance, and the margins are behind the carriage here. It's got a little button on top. You just push them and move them. You just want to make sure they're in between the two paper fingers so that way you don't get stuck on them. We'll test those. Looks good. Looks good. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips one or two spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. It skips two. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it all the way back to the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're moving that down for red. Beautiful. Really fun to type on this. It's a noiseless, which is a patent that a lot of different brands used during this era. Underwood, Monarch, Remington, all had patents for noiseless. Noiseless was actually its own typewriter company before they sold the patent off. I'm not sure which company it was, but I believe it was Remington. But it's really cushiony on your fingers when you type it on this, and it's not actually completely noiseless, but it's the quietest you can get on any typewriter. It's almost like having like a gun with a silencer on it. You can still hear it, but it doesn't travel very far. Like if you have an apartment or you're typing in a room with the family in the house, they won't be able to hear it in the other room. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Flip that forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're going to put the color back to black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left. Very good. Margin release on the right side. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end or until you get stuck on that paper finger. And that's it on the keyboard. Ribbon reverse is located on either side. So right now it's pulling to the left because all the brand new ribbon is loaded on the right side. So it's pulling this way from underneath and the actually clockwise. So if you want it to go to the other side, you push this button and it will pull clockwise to the right. Got that wrong? Counterclockwise, clockwise. It's a little confusing to me because I'm used to the ribbon going over the top, and this one's the opposite. It goes underneath. These have little indentions in there that fit in these grooves. And they fit right on there. But we want it to pull to this side, and that's the side it's coming to. Behind each knob is a carriage release. Very good and smooth. Very nice condition machine. And to lock the carriage in the middle, you pull this lever down and it releases the carriage, and then it'll stop in the middle, but then you also have to push in the knob, and then it will lock it right there in the middle. To unlock it, you just pull the knob out like that. Serial number is right here. Carriage release on the left. Very smooth. If you push in this button, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and that's it. I also have the foot mounts for these. These are the wider ones. So there's two different model Remington. There's a more narrow, and these are the wider ones. I also sell the rollers that go underneath the platen, 3D printed, and the space bar. I got a space bar. I just designed this and printed it out. Very close to that. that same exact size. It fits right on there. So if you need a space bar or any of those parts, check out my shop. Or if you want to buy this typewriter itself, check out my shop on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.